Hello there, I'm Jimmy Vegas, and recently it was revealed that we more than likely have a handheld Xbox coming this year. How awesome is that? Like, seriously, I think we all knew something like this was going to happen at some point. It was just sprung upon us that it could be this year. I mean, recently I did a video saying that this probably the last Xbox, and I had hold of the Series X in my hands. And I didn't say in that video that I don't think that you can count a handheld Xbox as a home console, because I really don't think it is. Is the Steam Deck a home console? No, I don't think it is. ROG Ally? No. They're handhelds. And just for the record, I don't own a Steam Deck, and I don't have a ROG Ally or anything like that. The only handheld thing that I have is a Nintendo Switch. Soon to be a Switch 2 as well, depending on how quick Nintendo can release it. So yes, I am going to get a Switch 2. So my handheld gaming experience only really comes, at least in the modern day, via a Switch. Obviously, I've got 3DS, I've got a DS, I did have a Game Boy back in the day, you know, all that stuff, but modern day is only the Switch. And anyway, going back to that video, I did say that I don't think there will be another home console. And I still stand by that, even though, you know, people have argued with me saying that, look, it's been greenlit, there's one coming, don't be ridiculous. Well, you know what, it's my opinion, right? And my opinion is based solely on this. Microsoft has seen how well the Nintendo Switch has done, how well the Steam Deck has done, because let's face it, the Steam Deck is popular, people want it. My brother's got one, and I assume he loves it. He took it with him to Vegas, so obviously he must love it. Anyway, the fact of the matter is that Microsoft has seen that, okay? They're going to release their handheld Xbox this year, and if people buy it, if people love it, what reason do they really have to make this over-expensive home console? They don't. They don't need to make it. If people love playing on the handheld Xbox, you know, it's a perfect size, familiar buttons of the Xbox brand, it's going to be awesome. I'm personally going to get one. Like, I really can't wait to get my hands on a handheld Xbox. What it'll look like, who knows? I mean, you'll have seen the thumbnail for this. This is, you know, me holding it, I think. Or is it this hand? I can't remember. Whatever the thumbnail will be, it is like a mock-up render that has been in a recent news article. If it looks like that, I'm down for that. I am all for that. That is going to be absolutely awesome. Now, just to put this out there, I'm not an Xbot. I'm not a Sony pony. I'm not whatever you want to call me. I just love video games, okay? And there's been people, going back to that last video, people in the comments calling me a pony. It's like, I don't care. You can call me that if you want to. I know I'm not. I do not give a shit what you call me. You know, I love video games, and I cannot wait to get my hands on a handheld Xbox. Now, does that mean that the world is going to go that way? Because in all fairness to Sony, look at the Portal. The Portal is immensely popular. And, you know, it's got to the point now where you don't actually need PS5 to play with a Portal. You can play, you know, PS Plus games streamed. I think you can play, like, almost all PS1 games that are on the service and stuff like that. Maybe even PS2. So that as a handheld standalone device is awesome. The Portal is getting bigger and better. And again, it comes back to Microsoft seeing this and knowing what their audience wants. Because let's face it, how many of us would love to play our Xbox games on a proper official I will say, Xbox in our hands? Because yes, I know you can play Xbox games anywhere. This is an Xbox, this is an Xbox, fine, whatever. But me personally, I know that exists, but I would much rather have official, proper Microsoft hardware, and that is where they know that they can succeed. Now, price point for the handheld Xbox? I don't know. I mean, we don't even know how much the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be. I personally think the Switch 2 will release for $399 US and probably £399 in England, because, you know, no one seems to get exchange rates right. But in all fairness, that $399 doesn't include tax in the US, so okay, fair enough. I'm happy to pick up a Nintendo Switch for £399 here in the UK. But if it's any more than that, will Microsoft push the boat out? Because look at the Portal. The Portal here in the UK is £199, and I think that's a bargain. I think that's really, really good for its price. Nintendo Switch 2 comes out, £399. Okay, fair enough. You know, $399. But then, here we go, Microsoft. $499 for an Xbox handheld. $499 US, I will say $499 US for a handheld Xbox. That's the sweet spot right there. Microsoft will succeed with a price point of $499, which will be here in the UK maybe about £449. You know, when you look back and think, oh, actually, that seems really expensive. You know, just a couple of years ago, people were complaining about, you know, a £450 PlayStation 5 and stuff like that, or a £500 PS5. Now it's like, okay, that's actually a really good deal, because our perception of money has changed quite a lot. Like, seriously, quite a lot over the last 5 years. But I'll be more than happy to buy it at that kind of price, because for many, many years, like, well, since before this rumor even came about, I would have loved to have seen, like in the Xbox 360 days, I would have loved to have seen a handheld Xbox. Because when Sony came out with the PSP and the PS Vita, I think the PS Vita was epic. A lot of people didn't, but whatever. I would have liked to have seen that as an Xbox. That would have been awesome. Just think of what the possibilities. I wonder why it's taken Microsoft so long to realise that that is the way forward. Because in this current world that we have in 2025, if you think about it now, Microsoft might put themselves in a little bit of a problem. Yes, I know they've seen the market, I know they want to release a handheld, but the amount of handhelds we've got is ridiculous. Like I said, we've got the Portal, we've got the Switch 2 coming out, we already have the Switch, we've got the Steam Deck, ROG Ally. You know, this is going to be the 5th new hardware in the last couple of years for handhelds. That really shows that the market for a handheld device is growing, but where does it peak? Where does it peak? Has it peaked? That's the worrying thing. If it's peaked, then Microsoft will not continue with this handheld device. It'll come out, no doubt it will come out, but it won't be as big and supported as what they would like. And you know what? They might just annoy me and release a brand new Xbox home console at some point just to make my whole video obsolete, but I don't care. I do not care, because it was my opinion at the time. Anyway, what do you think about handheld Xbox? Is it the best thing ever? Are you looking forward to it? Are you going to buy it? I certainly am, as long as it's cheap enough. You know, if you have a price of like $700, $800, £700, maybe not. Maybe I won't get it on the launch day. But for the right price, I probably will. So let me know in the comments what you think about a handheld Xbox. Are you going to get one? I really want to know, because let's play, let's be friends. No, whatever, I'm just kidding. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one.